Alright, in this last video, I'm going to talk about multiplayer. This is a variant of the game that Sylvain and I have been testing for the last few months. We're really excited to show it to you. We think it really brings out a lot of the excitement of the game and brings a group of people together to play what we feel is a really fun game, just two-player.
So the setup's going to be a little different. Each player is going to get their own color, in this case black, white, red, and blue, and each player will get 3 of the 5-dot pieces, 2 of the 4-dot, and then 1 of each of the remaining pieces. And this time, instead of each player getting 2 cursed relics, each player will only get 1 cursed relic. Setup is roughly the same as two-player when it comes to drafting the cards. Each player is going to be dealt 2 cursed relics, 2 3-power, this time 3 2-power, and 2 1-power. And from those cards, they're going to make their selections. Remember, you only have 1 cursed relic, so you're going to pick 1 relic, 1 of the 1s, 2 of the 2s, and 1 of the 3s. Once they've made their selections, then players will begin hiding their stacks as they see fit. Note that you do have fewer pieces this time around, so you got to be a little tricky with what you got here. Ultimately, you're going to end up with a total of 3 stacks, and they're going to be set in these 3 spaces that are directly in front of you. Once each player has made their selections, all players will then simultaneously reveal their stuff, and you're ready to go. Remember, this time you also don't have any special terrains at the start of the game. Alright, so as you can see, this is a game set up for 4 players. Everyone's hidden their stuff behind their screens and selected all their cards. The goal of the game is the same. You're trying to capture each opponent's number 1 piece. However, there's a catch. Once you've captured your opponent's 1 piece by either effect or an attack, that player is then forced to join you for the rest of the game. From then on out, for the rest of the game, you are on that player's team. So if the black player eliminates the red player has to join their side. Now the red and the black player are trying to find and capture the other 2 players' number 1 pieces. If somehow either the red or the black player, in this case, captures a 3rd player's piece, then you have a 3-on-1 situation. When this happens, there's a special rule to give this player a chance to win. They still have a slim chance because it's 3 players against 1. But for the rest of the game, if you go down to 1 player against many, this player will actually take their turns in between each other player's turn. So in this case, normally turns would go around the table, but after the red piece captures the white, then blue will take a turn, followed by black, followed by blue, followed by white, followed by blue, followed by red, followed by blue, and so on until the game ends. If, in this case, one of the players, if blue player manages to eliminate the black player's piece, then they will be the victor and all 3 other players will lose. Otherwise, if the 3 players are able to capture the blue player's piece, they will share the victory. And the only difference between 4 and 3 players is that the setup will be different. In this case, you're going to have a swamp opposite to one of the players on the far end, and the 2 players will be kind of in the corner, and the 3rd player will be out in the open. And we found that this is the most balanced way to start a 3-player match, so no one player has a distinct advantage over the others. Again, just like before, if one of the players manages to capture another player's number 1 piece, that creates a 2-on-1 situation And now for the rest of the game, the odd player out is going to take their turns after each of their opponent's turns until one player or the two players are the victor.
I know what you're thinking. Why would you have a weird mechanic where after you capture a player's piece, they're then forced to join you? We don't want to have elimination in the game. That just feels bad if you get kicked out of a game and you got to watch the other players finish the match out. This game's not that long, so it wouldn't be that big of an issue. But we still want to keep players in it all the way to the finish. And one of the reasons why we had the mechanic where you actually steal a player is because it really encourages players to run right out of the gates, try to capture an opponent's leader early in the game so that they capture more of their pieces and have a bigger force to beat the other opponents. If you hide back in a corner, you'll find yourself alone at the end of the game and you will be vastly outnumbered, reducing your chances of winning. So we felt that it adds a lot to the game, some interesting politics, and a lot of fun. The third reason why we really like this mechanic is it just really fits in with the theme. It's got a very dark, sorcerous, illusionary kind of dark magic feel to it, and it just fits right in to where you take out an opponent's leader and then they're forced to join you, and it just fits right with the theme. My name is Joshua Sprung. Thank you very much for watching these videos, and if you want more information, please reach out and contact me. We are currently seeking publishers and would love to work with you.